Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening to another episode of The Show. This is the Winnebago Sports Talk Show right here on 100.9 FM. For all you listeners out there, thank you for tuning in. We have, this is your host, Coach Q is in the house. Coach Q in his house. My co-host, B-Luv, he's running a little bit late. He might be here within the next few minutes or so. But we have a fun-filled show for you listeners and you viewers today. We have one of the most talked about and famous youngsters here in Winnebago this last few weeks. He made a trip out to New York City out there to dance for the people out there for the Thanksgiving Day parade. And ladies and gentlemen, in the studio we have baby Wombly Dolezal. Wombly, can you say what's up there, buddy?
What's up?
Oh, yeah. So, hey, I'm going to ask a few questions here in a little bit, and then I'm going to try to ask it to where you can tell me a story, okay? Instead of just saying yes or no, I want you to tell me a story about New York City, okay? But we're going to get into that. I'm going to ask you a few questions here in a little bit, but me and your mom's going to talk for a little bit, all right? All right, Sister Cass. Hey, so you guys took a trip out to New York City for the parade. I'm so happy for you guys and so proud of baby Wom. But I know that we're gonna ask Wom some questions, but I kind of want you to lay out the scenery for everybody for him. And so just kind of tell us a little bit about your trip out there. I followed on Facebook, but a lot of people out there didn't. So maybe kind of tell us a little bit about preparations before you guys took off, the fundraising efforts. You can throw some shout outs out there. We just want to make sure that anybody that was involved on helping him get out there and accomplish this, that they're duly noted. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you that, Cass. Go ahead and give us a little rundown of that.
Well, thank you for asking us to come on today to tell our story. It's kind of nothing like it. Never thought in a million years this we'd be kind of living this. Living through this right now, but so it started in the summertime. Baby Wom was kind of making a name for himself, and kind of has been since he was in Tiny Tots. Whenever we'd travel, we'd always get people giving him shout outs and handshakes, and because everything they always say is, he makes everybody happy, and he's real little, but he dances really hard. Mm-hmm. He doesn't, skip around or walk. He always danced a full song, so that he always kind of stood out. Anyway, so this summer we went to Tama, and that was one of the first videos that went viral. And it wasn't even one of my videos. It was somebody from Tama posted, and man, it just got so many shares, so much traction, and so that was kind of crazy. And then sometime late summer, we get a message from Larry Yazzie from Native Pride Productions. Yeah. And then he asked if I could take a call because he wanted to talk about opportunity for Wombly. So I'm like, okay, all right. And then anyway, took the call, and then he asked him to dance in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. So we knew then, long time ago, and but we couldn't say anything. They had to put out a statement first. So anyway, so all these shirts we were selling, all the GoFundMe, all of those things were efforts to get us there, because of course, they were gonna help get me and baby Wom there, but we wanted the whole family to experience it. And so we're so thankful for everyone and their donations, like just even my sisters or just my mom. They would get random donations, cash donations from people that follow him and are really excited and happy for him and wanted to help. So that was pretty awesome. Just the immense amount of support from people all over, not just Winnebago, but all over Indian country. So that was amazing. And I didn't want to do a GoFundMe. I just kind of felt like, geez, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I
feel kind of weird asking, but I had a lot of requests, and someone, one of our friends here in town, I seen her at the DG. She's like, you should just do it. Don't worry about all that. People want to donate. So that encouraged me, so I put it out there, and holy smokes, it blew up. Yeah. And it's good though. We're so thankful for everybody. And it blew up so much I had to close it. I'm like, geez, that's too much now.
Yeah.
We surpassed our goal, and I kept getting requests to donate. So I opened it back up for those that were really persistent and wanted to help, and we're so thankful for that. And all the businesses in Bago that we asked, I put out a post and put their information out there. Neiman Towing, they're one of the first ones to donate, and our Eats, that they didn't even hesitate. They were so excited, and I'm just so grateful. There's so much more, but just off the top of my head, those they didn't hesitate. They just were so excited and happy and supportive. So shout out to them. Plus, I'll put back up my Facebook. Everyone, Morningstar, not Morningstar, Witagushke, Felicia Masquat.
Okay.
She, that was just awesome. Just all these entrepreneurs in Winnebago. So that set us up. We were able to use those funds to purchase tickets and get our hotel. And man, New York City's an expensive place, but
Yeah.
anyway, as we got closer, we started getting more calls and calls with the production company of how it's going to go and everything. I was nervous. It's a big city. Baby Mom's so tiny, and I was just didn't know what to expect. But he's brave. He's strong, and he never once ever was showed he was scared or uncomfortable in that big city. He was leading the pack when we were walking to Times Square. We had to say, tell him, get back here.
Yeah.
You're going too fast.
Yeah.
He's just, just really walked in some big steps there. For as little as he was, he's making big steps.
I did notice on your Facebook post a lot of the pictures. You were trying to make sure and capture his face and his body language and stuff in certain locations in New York City. I saw all the pictures like in Times Square and him getting ready. I watched the video of the performance that night in Times Square, and you're right. Like every single time that I was looking at him too to see, I didn't see him look like he was nervous or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he was just soaking it all in, and then he was feeding off of those vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it looked to me because he was always smiling too when I saw him.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had a time of their lives. Just everything, just from the second we got there, it was, everything was excitement. Everything was an adventure. So my kids love adventures. I don't usually take them anywhere but powwows, and my sisters take them on adventures, hikes and stuff like that. So I knew they really took to it. They weren't shy at all.
Yeah. Then so the listeners know that you did bring your entire family out there. So your older son, Mishu, and your daughter, they also got to experience New York City in the same way you guys got to experience it. And I'm sure that they're proud of their little brother, their baby brother, for not just getting himself an opportunity, but also with the connections you guys made, it also gave them an opportunity to experience it too. So I know that they're really happy that they got to experience that. And you could see it in your other kids' faces too. They were so happy to be there too in support of their little brother. So so that was good. So you guys getting ready to head out to New York City in preparations for this whole thing, and tell me how the house was. House crazy?
Yes. And right before we left, Mom went on his dad went to Tama for a basketball tournament. And I was like, man, of all times, we have to pack, we have to, then our dryer was given out. So nothing was easy. Everything was kind of an obstacle. And, but it was a good time to prepare because he was growing out of all his clothes and had to kind of get him some winter clothes. So that was helpful. That was good. And Misu and Kia have their own powwow savings. So they went and bought up their own nice new jackets. And really, they made it easy on me because they're older and they knew what they wanted and needed, and they had the funds to do it. So that was it. But it was stressful. It was a lot. And our flight was really early in the morning on Monday. So we had to spend the night, and we probably got a couple hours sleep.
Yeah.
And then had to get up and head to the airport.
Oh man. So I know he looks like he's excited to talk here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over. Turn the mic over to Baby Wam. So I've been thinking about this question probably since I knew you're going to go to New York City. Okay. My first question is, do you like pizza?
Yeah.
You like pizza?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, let's try that again. Baby Wam, do you like pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right, you like pizza a lot. You know who the Ninja Turtles are?
Yeah.
They love pizza too. So my question is, did you get to eat pizza New York style? And if you did, tell me about it.
So we went to this random pizza place by our hotel,
Uh-huh.
and then we ordered, and then we sit it down, and then when I got my pizza, it was real big, and I didn't think I would finish it.
Yeah.
And then I ate it.
Did you notice that people were taking their pizza and they were folding it in half like this? Yeah, that's New York style.
Yeah. I did that whenever it was like halfway done.
Oh yeah? Ooh, okay, so can you tell me this now? Was it the best pizza you ever had?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. Then we share something in common, because I really love New York style pizza, the kind that you fold like this, and it was the best pizza I ever had. And it was the place was called Ray's Pizza, and they have like a Ray's Pizza like every other block or something there. But anyway, so New York pizza is my favorite one too. So
I agree with you.
yeah, okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna get into you guys landed out there in New York City, right? Okay. Now, when you guys got to your hotel room and you got out of the Uber or the bus or shuttle or something like that, when you actually stepped out by your hotel room and you saw all those really tall buildings, tell me how that made you feel when you stepped out.
It made you feel good. Well, like my mom said, we had a view of the Empire State Building,
Ooh, nice.
and then
So that building right there, the Empire State Building, that's a really tall building, right?
yeah,
Okay, so in your hotel room, you said when you looked out the window, and then the
Yeah.
Empire State Building,
Yeah,
Empire State Building right outside.
yeah,
Oh man, that sounds like a really, really good view from a hotel room.
Yeah.
Every time we go to a hotel, first place I look is I go open the windows up and see what my view looks like, because it's always cool to have a real good view. And then to have the Empire State Building in the background, man, that was probably really amazing.
yeah,
Did that all those buildings make you feel even smaller?
yeah.
Yeah, because those buildings are so tall, right?
And whenever we're at the hotel, like whenever we're looking down at people, it looks like they were small.
Oh, like little ants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sure is right. That sure is right. Okay, so now you guys got settled in. You guys went and had some pizza. Okay,
Yeah.
and then now the production guys, Yazzie and those guys are getting a hold of you saying that hey, we got practice.
Yeah,
Okay, so tell me about the day that you had practice, because I think you guys danced in Times Square that night, didn't you?
yeah, we did. So I think we did rehearsal. We did rehearsal, and then we had to wait for the other thing, the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah.
And then it was our turn, and then it was our turn, but it was at the same time it was raining a lot, so
Oh,
we had
yeah.
to wear like raincoats or like those like
Oh yeah.
Ponchos.
ponchos.
That was the first night, huh?
Yeah.
The rain, the night.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I saw that one. That was a good one too.
Yeah. So, and then we got in our positions. So it was like the adults, we went a circle, and then the kids stopped like at places, and then I was in the middle, and then all the other kids are in the spots, and then the adults go in a circle, and then they dance in the middle, and then they keep dancing for like 20 seconds, and then they go in the spots we went into, and then we danced, and then it was the end.
So everybody got their turn.
Yeah, everyone put in.
Everybody
Yeah.
got their turn. All right, all right. So I saw that one in the rain, and I remember I think the title of the post said something like "Rain and We Still Dance" or something like
Yeah.
that. So that's good.
Yeah.
I like that too. So then that was a pretty cool first day, first experience of it, and it was probably rain and a little bit cold, but the next day seemed like it was even better because I saw you guys actually in your regalia,
Yeah.
and then you guys got to dance in
Yeah.
front of everybody.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one.
In Times Square or
Yeah,
like
the Times Square
yeah.
one.
So we're actually supposed to just do pictures, like just like
Oh.
around Times Square, and then we just went in there, and then so it was traditional, fancy, and then jingle, and then they did that, and then the what was it, solos or
Mhm.
it was solos after that.
Yeah.
So, and then we did our solos, and then we did it in a tribal after that, and then we did our solos, and then that was pretty much it, and then pictures at the end.
Yeah, I saw the solo dances too, and just like during the powwows I watched you dance at, you were always real, really active, really animated, and then one good thing is you always stop on time. Oh, that's good.
I got a question.
Yeah, okay, Kev.
Can you turn around, Mobley, and tell me where this picture was taken at?
Where was that taken at right there? Look.
I got that up on the big screen.
That was taken when we were walking through the parade to get to the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, okay, that was like the line to get to the parade.
Yeah, like pretty much like the like where the flows. What do you call them?
The floats.
Yeah, the floats were, and then we had to go behind them.
And I do got one comment. Your mom was talking about how you dance and how you don't skip and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The thing I was most proudest of you when you had your special at the Winnebago Homecoming Celebration, you danced every song.
Yep.
Even though you didn't have to.
Yeah.
You stood there, and I watched that, and I was so amazed. I thought that was so awesome.
You know, that's the way the old ones used to teach them. That's how it's supposed to be done, and I really liked it about your guys' family cast because you always teach them the way that things were done a long time ago, and they carry that on and stuff too. Because things change from time to time, contemporary, this and that, whatever. But you guys are sticking to the old school, so I really appreciate that, and I'm proud of you guys for doing that too. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Kev. Hey, which brings me to another question though, since you brought up floats now. Now I know that you got to watch some of that parade, right?
Yeah.
Did you get to see like all the floats?
Yeah, we got to see all the floats. But
Okay, so
like,
tell me, you don't have to have one favorite because I know there's a whole bunch of them. But what was your favorite floats? The big giant balloons flying on. What?
like the balloons or like the float?
No, the balloons.
Oh,
I'm
the
talking
balloons.
about the balloons.
What's his name? The white dog with the
Snoopy.
Snoopy, yeah.
Oh yeah. Snoopy and then the little bird.
yeah.
That was
Snoopy's the most famous.
yeah,
man.
Snoopy and
He
what's
started out that parade, didn't he?
what's that little bird's name?
Tweety?
Tweety. You know, Kev haven't watched cartoons since they were on Saturday mornings. Woodstock.
Sit there on Saturday morning in black and white.
All right, yeah, but that little bird's name is Woodstock. Okay, that's a good one. You have any other favorite ones?
Probably the Buzz Lightyear one.
Oh, the Buzz Lightyear one. Now that was a good one. Yeah, when I was watching it, the one that kind of caught my eye the most was the Bluey one. Did you see the Bluey one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I seen the blue. Yeah, I seen the blue
Yeah,
one.
he looked pretty cool. He's very cute. Well, that's good. That's good, baby Wam. All right, so hey, we've been talking. We interviewed you. You got about a good 20 minutes under your belt right now. Let's see here. You talked to the okay. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They're getting ready to start. The picture up there showing you that you're on your way to the parade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now the parade starts. You start seeing all the people sitting in the bleachers on the side of the road.
Yes,
Now
yeah.
you gotta tell me if you remember that. Tell me how that made you feel as you were walking. What were you thinking?
it made me feel excited for the parade, but at the same time I was nervous, like all the people were watching, and then I was just on TV news.
Yeah. So you see all the cameras around and everything too?
Yeah.
Oh man. See, we don't see that stuff when we're watching the TV. All we see is you guys, and then the
Yeah.
people that are talking behind a
I
camera.
got a question.
And there it is.
So how do you feel now with all these cameras on you?
Oh yeah.
How much different is it from seeing all that and then coming in here?
I don't know, not that much, because if I just get interviewed and then just it gets me like it gets me more like not scared.
Yeah.
Not,
Kind of, you're used to it
Yeah.
now? Kind of used to it? Yeah. That's what I would think too. You're kind of used to it a little bit. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, because you know what? I'm really thinking that you're probably going to be, this ain't the last time that you're probably going to be sitting behind a camera.
yeah.
Yeah. So just enjoy it. Soak it in,
Yeah.
okay? Soak it in. All right, that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, Guam, Cassie, I want to say thank you to you guys for coming in here and sharing your story. You know, dude, we can sit down here, baby Guam, like all day long and just sit and talk, and everybody will be interested and stuff. But we're gonna save some for down the road too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I just want to let you know, coming from me, your uncle, plus Coach Q, plus DJ Coach Q, plus podcast guy, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you, and I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, keep on doing what you're doing, because you're making your mom proud, your dad proud, the rest of your family proud, and then all the Winnebago people, you're making us proud. And then just like your mom said, all these people, but they were donating to help you, accomplish a goal. All those people support you and they love you too. So you have a whole bunch of people in your corner. So I'm gonna tell you something, and I tell this to my kids all the time: never stop making us proud. Okay? All right. Hey, thank you for coming in, baby Wom. I got some more guests coming on. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening to another episode of the show. This is your host, DJ Coach Q, is in the house. And I have Kev is on the production right now. He's taking care of all the ones and twos.
MC Eves, bro.
MC Eves. Oh,
MC
okay.
Eves, I got.
Oh, we're gonna make up all kind of names now. Nah, but we got some more guests coming to the microphone right now. Go ahead, come on up, guys. We have, okay, and I got to say this correctly. We have state champion Cleveland Harden in the house with us today, ladies and gentlemen. In the house with us today, Cleveland, coach. All right. Hey. So these guys got to sit back and they got to listen to Wombly's interview, and I hope you guys kind of liked the interview, because I really did. Listening to our youth here in Winnebago, listening to them tell their stories, man, it's an amazing thing. And the platform that we have right here is perfect. It's perfect for that. To not only for us as adults and coaches tell the story of the kids that we're working with, but also the kids to kind of like let the people know how things are making them feel, because that's really important. And a lot of people, they want to know those things, So, Coach, I'm going to go ahead and give you the mic first. I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself. Let them know what you're coaching right now in esports, what kind of games, stuff like that. And go ahead and give us a little rundown of the season.
Hey, I'm Lucas Spooner. I've been teaching there at Winnebago for 7 years, and I got pulled into esports, and I took over this year from Bales when he stepped down. So when we were doing it, we had chess, Rocket League, Smash Bros, and one more. Marvel Rivals. That's what it is. Rocket League made it to state. Chess made it to state. Marvel Rivals got one match away, so they got in the top 8, I think. And then Smash Bros. Leota made it to state and got 5th place at the tournament. So this year, taking over, we got onto a new program called Playerverse, so we had to get on. And normally it was just coaches talking to coaches and scheduling matches, but this year we had to get onto this online program where we still had to talk, but it was more set in stone on times we had to play. So we'd schedule 5 to 8 matches a week between all 5 different games because we had 4 chess players competing. So it took a lot of time and commitment that they have to do because they're juggling sports outside of esports. So they're doing National Honor Society, football, basketball, every other activity that they're involved. So they talk to me, talk to the coaches, find times that they can actually commit to playing. And we've had a very successful program with sending kids to state and making it to the top. We've had several state champions. Haven't made it there in the last 3 years, I think. So Cleve got there for the first time for chess. And he's the first chess champion from Winnebago, I believe. And he got the top. There were 64 other teams in Division 3, and he got to the top number 1. So we beat 64 other players.
64. So that was gonna be one of my questions too. So and I'll get into that with when Cleve gets on here. But that's amazing. 64. That's just like the NCAA basketball tournament. 64 teams, 1 person standing at the end. That's an amazing accomplishment. Hey, then as a coach too, I know you're excited. Hey, my first try. You guys should have hired me a long time ago. So yeah, congratulations, coach, to put that award under the coach's belt too. I think that's an amazing accomplishment for this young man here. I think that's an amazing accomplishment for anybody, But then we're fortunate to have our own player in Cleve here in Winnebago, so I'm really happy for that. So, yeah, thanks, Coach, for your wisdom. I know that you had to probably share with him a little bit of maybe some chess games that you played from in your past, and I know that you were talking about that there's a website they can get better at, on online. You want to share that website with us?
That's chess.com, and you can go on and you can sign up. You get an account and you can play, and then it rates you an ELO on like your rankings. Cleve is actually the better player than me. He beats me all the time. I like to play bullet chess, which is each player has 1 minute, because in this tournament that we were doing, they were doing 10 minutes aside, so they had normal blitz where Cleve had 10 minutes to play each move, and then the other guy had 10 minutes to play. So you have a timer counting down between moves, so you only have a set amount of time to make and solve the puzzle before the next move. I like to play the 1 minute chess, so we play like 50, 60 moves in 1 minute. So it's like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I was told before the competition, somebody was telling me about how the games are ran and stuff, and I imagined like those old guys that sit in a park and they're make a move, they hit the button. They make a move, they hit the button and stuff like that. I thought it'd be even quicker than that, but a minute, it still kind of gives you a little bit of time. But man, if you're really trying to win, maybe you need that extra time. But a minute's good too, though.
And it takes time, because there's times where Cleve would take 2 minutes on just making one move, because every time you make a move, you had to solve a new puzzle, and Cleve would have to sit there and think, and he'd be talking to himself, saying, "Well, if I did this, what if this, and then this." And in the program, you can actually make arrows pointing to what he wants to do, so you could see what he was thinking as he played. Because during the match, coaches couldn't talk to the player as they played. So a lot of it was me watching him just talk to himself playing through. So when we and him would play, though, we'd practice 1 minute chess, because he's like, "I'm not going to need 1 minute chess. I don't need to be in a time crunch." I'm like, "Just watch. There's going to be a moment that you're going to have to sit there playing with seconds on the clock."
For real. Hey, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Mr. State Champion up here on the microphone. Hey, Cleve, go ahead and step to the microphone and tell the people hi.
Hello.
All right, a little bit closer. All right. So I asked you to come in today. Well, I'd ask anybody to come in today if they're a state champ, okay? So one thing I'm just gonna ask you, and I'm gonna just give you the microphone, okay? Is so this game of chess, it's not everybody's thing, Some people like to play checkers, right? But chess is you really have to think a lot more. So my question is to you, and I want you to go ahead and take the mic and take however long you want. But tell the listeners maybe like when you start playing chess, what made you interested in getting better in chess, and then like where the esports is taking chess for you.
Well, I first started playing chess during the pandemic, and a friend of mine showed me. But he's no longer in Bayville. Pretty sure he's in Bancroft. And then I just started playing online more instead of by myself, and started learning better moves. And eventually I beated him,
Yeah.
and yeah.
That's where you got. And so I think
Yeah.
is that what made you like it? But because you beat the guy that showed you how to play, kinda.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah.
and I kind of prefer that more than easier things.
I see. You like a challenge.
Yeah.
You like the challenge. Well, that's good. Yeah, chess can be a challenge in itself. How much time do you spend on the chess.com, maybe practicing, or on whatever other, like your for your season? I know you got practice after school, probably, and then outside of that, how much do you practice too?
I don't really practice that much. Should be practicing more though. But
Oh,
He's lying. He plays like 2 hours every day after school. We play from like 3:30 to 5, a little later playing.
I was just gonna
It's
say-
not just a little. He spends a lot of time practicing.
oh,
I'd see him in class. I'd be walking by his class, and I'd walk by, and I'd see him playing in
Yeah.
the middle of class. I'd be like, "Please stop playing in class. You have to do school."
Yeah. Somebody even said too that some of the kids, you might even have said that some of the kids end up playing chess during school and stuff like that, and
Yep.
some teachers kind of, hey, are you guys supposed to be playing?
Yep.
But it's something that they're choosing to do, in their free time, or maybe not in their free time, something like that. That's interesting though. All right, hey Cleve, so competition, okay? You guys competed all season. How many matches did you do throughout the regular season before the state?
There was like 8 weeks, I think. So he didn't really keep track, but it was 8 weeks, and each match was best of 3.
Okay.
So for him to beat the other guy, he had to beat him twice in a row, or he'd play one, they'd win one,
Yeah.
would go to a third. He actually only had 2 matches that went to a third round, I think, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So altogether, 8 times 2, 60, maybe 25 to 30-ish matches that he had
Okay.
having to play.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's a lot of matches for real. Like, I'm thinking about it. And then when he's talking about practice, like, you don't practice that much, dude. 2 hours a day,
Yeah.
dude. That's 2 hours more than I play. You know what I mean? So that is practice. That's a good amount of practice time too. So, all right.
And then something that is not missed is like he has 10 minutes and the other guy has 10 minutes and they use all their time. One match can take 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So then he has 25, 30 matches that he does.
Ah, yeah, it's a lot of time.
Yep.
There's a lot of time, but hey, you got to be patient and you got to know what you're doing and stuff too. So, and I know that I was on the phone with you guys before you went to the state tournament and the state playoffs, and I was excited about all the players on there, and I was like, oh, since we're not gonna be able to come in today, if you guys get a state champion, make sure and let me know because I want to get you guys on, and I think that anybody who has that label, the state champion, whether it's going to be in football, basketball, track, esports, wrestling, whatever like that, you're gonna get a banner up at the school, with your. So you better make sure you got comb your hair and get yourself all spiffed up for that sign, But it's an accomplishment. So don't. I would say don't ever take that lightly. It's something that's been done that nobody here has done before. So remember that, okay? Be proud of that. And then one thing I wanted to say too was so I heard the football team that won the football championship. I heard they're getting big gigantic rings, about that big, state champion. So coach, you need to talk to those guys
We've
too.
already been working on that. We're
Yeah?
talking to the guy, so that he
Good.
should be getting one.
I
Good.
got a question.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts going through your head when you're right here on the screen up there?
I was pretty excited. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
He just won basically everything.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, no,
To
for real.
me.
I like that. That was a pretty good way to say it.
Yeah, and it does seem like you're a real humble person too. You're not out there trying to brag around and stuff like that. Let all of us do that. Let all of us do that for you, and that's a sign of a good athlete with good sportsmanship too. So
True
I like
champion.
that. Yeah, true champion. Yeah, good words, Kev. So okay, now we got all the way to through the state playoffs. You won this thing. You got your picture up there. State champion. You got the name labeled now. So what's your next steps? Are you gonna continue on doing esports and try to make it a back-to-back type thing?
Yeah, I'll continue to do esports, do other things as well
Yeah.
besides chess.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we do go to state and other things. Next year, I will do chess. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there any other game that they've been playing that you're interested in or that you already play?
Everything's pretty new to me,
Uh,
but I'm interested in playing something called Valorant.
Valorant?
It's like a shooting game. Yeah.
yeah, I heard about the game.
He was also on the Marvel Rivals team that he was playing in, so he actually almost made it on a second title,
Oh,
but
okay.
they didn't make it all
Oh.
the way to that one.
Well, goals, right? Goals. All it takes is just some more practice for that one too. Hey, man, I'm excited for you, and I'm really proud of you. And you might have heard me say this as you guys were waiting when Baby Juan was on here, but I'm gonna tell you something. Just coming from me, from the radio station, from the sports crew here, and we always tend to say this, but you're probably making your parents really proud. Your family, not just your parents, but your family, siblings, your extended family with aunts and uncles, grandmas, chokas, and then the school. You made the school, the Winnebago Public School, proud of you, and then all of us guys that from the community that live here, we're all proud of you, And then I know that you probably have a good following too, with people outside this community that really are proud of you. So my thing is, and I'm continuing on saying this, is never stop making us proud. Never stop. Okay, I always try to do something, to make us proud, because that's one thing I always try to tell my pops. I try to do things in my life to make him proud, and hopefully by the end of our time that I made him proud. So just keep it up, man. Just keep it up. Keep the good stuff you're doing. I'm sure you're a good student. I didn't hear anybody say anything about you missed school or you got bad grades or nothing like that. So along with the state champion, you do have some responsibility too. Especially if you're a junior, you'll be senior next year.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of youngsters coming up thinking, "Oh, that guy's good." So just remember that you got youngsters coming up too that'll probably be looking up to you. So make those guys proud too. Good. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you being on, Coach. I appreciate you guys for coming up here. Thank you for bringing up the state champion in chess here in Winnebago with Cleveland Harden. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you
Community's
very
proud
much.
of you guys,
Yep.
man. Both of you guys.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening to the show. The show right here is where we try to get all the information of the Winnebago sports out there, and also local tribes too, with the Omaha tribe, Omaha Nation, Walt Hill, and then even Santee. Coach, and then ladies and gentlemen, we have our last guests. Yes, I said guests. In the house today, we have the junior high girls wrestling team showing up here. Let me get Coach up here and two girls. All right.
Who wants to step up?
Yeah, you girls are going to have to introduce yourselves. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, right here in our studio live on the show, we have the junior high girls wrestling coach. And we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the girls from the wrestling team. So, Coach, I'm going to go ahead and give you the microphone just for a few seconds. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves and kind of maybe let us know a little bit about your wrestling coaching experience.
My name is Spencer Bodie. I am the head junior high girls coach. I've done wrestling junior high, high school, did a couple club activities just with some friends in college, and then been doing junior high since I started teaching.
You a former wrestler?
Yep.
All right, tell us about your wrestling experiences.
I was about as average as you could be, just
Okay.
nothing too special. Choked at districts as a high schooler, and hopefully just coach the kids through and make sure they don't make my mistakes.
Hey, I was gonna say that too. If personally, if like myself, I only went so far in basketball. So as I'm a coach, I want them to push them farther than that. You know what I mean? I want them to go a little bit farther than I ever went. So you tend to pick up things along the way and teach these kids certain things along the way. So, well, hey, it's good to meet you, Coach. I don't think we've met before, but I am Quince Bass. I run the sports show here. I also do the live stream at the basketball and football games up there. And I'm born and raised here in Winnebago, heavily involved with youth sports, and so I think that's why they put me in this spot so I could talk about these kids, And most of these kids, I might not know them like individually, but I do know their parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and everything like that. So when you guys introduce yourselves, make sure and tell me who your parents are, so I can have a little bit of idea. Oh yeah, big Coach is in the house too. All right, so Coach, here we got two young ladies up here. I think I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But just want to let the viewers and the listeners know that the junior high girls wrestling team was asked to come up here because they're doing a really great job, and they're being real successful in this first part of the season here. I know that in Nebraska now in junior high, the girls wrestle before Christmas, and then they're done, and then they'll play basketball after that, and then the boys wrestle after Christmas. So I know that's kind of like the schedule now. So the girls wrestling team is the one that's in here now, and maybe after the new year we'll get the boys in here too. But the success part though, I've been following up on you guys, and I've noticed in the last, I know you guys had a meet last night, and everybody did pretty good too.
Yep.
I don't think anybody champed out yesterday, but in the previous 2 or 3 wrestling meets, you guys have been champing out. And you girls, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the mic. First young lady right here, if you could step up to the mic and introduce yourselves and what grade you're in, and how you've been doing in wrestling this year.
My name is Ruby, and I'm in 8th grade.
8th grader?
Yeah.
Who are your parents?
Pat Hewitt and
Okay.
Can you come a little closer?
Yeah. Hey, I went to school with Pat Hewlett. He was a senior when I was a freshman. What's up, Pat? All right. So your name?
My name is Emberlyn, and I'm in 7th.
7th grade? Who's your parents?
Elise and Charles.
Last name?
My dad's last name is Sansi, and my mom's last name is Free.
Okay. I know them too. I'm related to Elise. All right. You girls, so you two here, I know we have a couple more girls in here. Then we got some coaches that we want to get on too. So let me ask you girls, how have you guys been doing this year in wrestling match-wise? Are you two winning?
yeah,
Okay, you're winning?
some of them.
Okay, let's talk about last night then. How many matches did you have last night?
3.
3 of them? Okay, and how'd you do?
I won 2.
Okay.
And I lost 1.
Okay, good. And that's probably a good second place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that. What's the best part about wrestling? Is this your first year out?
Yes.
What's the best part, the funnest part about it?
Hanging out with my team.
Hanging out with the team?
Yeah.
So wrestling's not fun? Nah, just kidding. I'm just joking. Okay, how about you? So what's your favorite part about wrestling?
My favorite part about wrestling is probably getting to know the other girls on the team and getting to know my coaches.
Okay, that's good. And then how'd you do last night?
I didn't go last
Oh,
night.
okay. Well, hey, we're gonna follow you though. Okay, we're definitely gonna follow you. And coach, like, we've been. Oh, I wanted to say this real fast. Like, you guys are all here. Today marks the 3rd anniversary for the sports show. We started this thing 3 years ago, and it was I just saw a post like yesterday or the day before that was like saying, 2 years ago we started. So just letting you girls know that this is kind of an anniversary one, and this is actually the first time that we're having junior high girls wrestling on the show. So you guys can take that how you guys see it. I just know that a lot of times that we ask our sports teams to come on here that are successful so we can have them in the spotlight, and that's what I'm trying to do for your girls today, is put you guys in the spotlight for a little bit. Okay, so you two girls, I'll say thank you to you for sharing with us who you are, what your family, or who your family is, and then also how you guys been doing it, how you guys feel about wrestling. Okay, so thank you, two girls. I'm gonna get 2 more girls up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. We have a special edition of Junior High Girls Volleyball, Junior High Girls Wrestling here on KWTN. So we got a couple more girls that are coming to the microphone. Young lady here, if you can introduce yourself real quick and what grade you're in.
My name is Grayley. I am in 7th grade.
7th grade. And then you say Grayley?
Grayley Little Walker.
Okay, Little Walker. Okay. And then who's your parents?
Jamie Starr and Gary Little Walker.
Okay, okay. And you?
My name is Jalea Sansuzi, and I'm in 7th grade, and my parents are Jaleesa Horn and Terry Taylor.
Okay, okay. I know all those guys. See, so I know you guys. I just don't know you guys. You know what I mean? And then you look just like your mom too. After you said that, I was like, yeah, she looks like her. Okay, so we're gonna ask you the same questions. Okay, so we'll just talk about just recently about your wrestling. Okay, so how have you been doing in your wrestling?
I feel like I've been doing very good so far, just for my first year. Like, I never done any kind of, like, anything like this, and I'm really proud of myself for trying something new.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's good too. That's good to hear. And then and so you're catching up on it. You're liking it. What's your funnest thing about it? About the wrestling?
My funnest is like the rides over where I just think it's very funny because we all bond in there.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. It's a good team building thing. You know, those rides over and rides back. A lot of kids say that every sport too. That's what they're gonna miss the most about the sport is the rides. So, and how about you, young lady? How do you think you've been doing this year?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Are any of you two champ out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Twice. Okay. You haven't yet. All right. All right. So I know you guys will probably be talking about that too. Like, hey man, I want to champ out too. You know. Then do you guys think you'd be going out for wrestling in high school?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They both said. Hey, well. So you champed out then, huh? You said twice.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the second one, the second champ out. But that last match, was it a hard match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In your mind, when you was wrestling, did you think, okay, I know what it feels like to champ out. I gotta try harder. I gotta go. Tell me about that match a little bit. Because wrestling's not easy, you know. And wrestling's not easy. I have an older brother. He's usually my co-host here, but we wrestle all the time, and I never won a wrestling match with him ever, because he's like twice as heavy as I am. And he ain't here to defend himself either, Kevin.
That's why I like
So I know. So how'd you feel about that second champ out? Because you did it once, and I know you had to tell yourself some things as you were wrestling. Because you guys talk to yourselves, right? When you're wrestling, don't you talk to yourself in your head?
Yeah.
Like, oh come on, oh that hurt, oh that didn't hurt, oh come on, girl.
Yeah.
How about this? Did you know that you could beat that girl?
No.
No? Okay, well that's where the story gets interesting. So you didn't think you was gonna beat her. So what was your mindset when you won, or when you knew you were gonna win?
So
Hey, sometimes it's hard to say something on these microphones because you get nervous and stuff. So how about this? Was there a point in there where she was beating you, and all of a sudden you knew you was gonna beat her?
yeah.
Okay, tell me about that right there. So what is she having a hold or something, or is she was just hard to take down, or
She was pretty easy, but kind of hard at the same time. But
she bigger than you?
no.
So then what put you over the top?
I don't know.
Was it a move you did? Was it a maneuver or a hold, or did you lock her arm? Did you pin her?
No. So like.
Help her out, coach.
All right, coach. All right, coach.
Yeah, help her out, coach.
Thanks, Kevin.
If my memory does serve, we were going into like the last period on that, and she was on bottom at the start, the girl was on top, and it's kind of difficult when you have someone that's the same weight as you having their weight exactly on you.
Yeah.
So if my memory does serve me correct, I believe she was able to quickly get out and then get a reversal and then go and pin her with a half Nelson.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Half Nelson. I remember that move, Kev. Old school move.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, hey, so are there any other girls that champed out? Other girls that are here?
Ember has done that at our home meet, and then
Let's get her up here. She's already up here?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we already asked her. What about the other girls?
We've gotten close, but no one has officially champed out yet.
Okay. And I'm just going by the time that we have here. I want to make sure we have no, it's all good. We have a couple of coaches up here that I'm gonna have come up here and finish off the show. I know that we have a hold on for a sec, girls. So I'm gonna give you two girls an opportunity to give a shout out because I know that you guys. I don't know if your friends know you're listening, but I'm gonna give you guys or your parents know you're listening. But anyway, I'm gonna give you guys time for a shout out. Shout out for you. Anybody?
I would like to shout out my mom because she pushed me through, and she's just like, you gotta be tough, just getting me into that right mindset before I go and wrestle. And she's just always been there for me. Even I just tell her about my matches and just how it went down.
Yeah. Okay. Good shout out. Good shout out. How about you?
I would like to shout out my brother Caden Drew and Janaya Earth and my grandma Maria Scott.
Okay. All right. Well, good shout out to you guys. Now I want to say the same thing to you girls that I said to the other girls or the other kids that have been on here earlier. Okay. You guys are making everybody proud. Just keep it up. Work harder. All you girls, work harder. I know it's so easy for somebody to say that and not do that, but just work harder because I can guarantee you that the other teams, their parents and their coaches are telling them to work harder too. And it can really show of who's working the hardest at these meets. Okay? And so when you guys go to these meets right here, just know, give it your all. Give it everything you got and don't give up, okay? Wrestling's a hard sport. But I'm real proud of you, all you girls, for sticking it out because wrestling is a hard sport. I can think of just girls I went to high school with. They couldn't handle wrestling. They would have quit a long time ago. So you guys are doing something really good, okay? And so set goals, not just for junior high, but set goals for high school. We have some state champions in our school system, so you guys will be the next ones in line, okay? All right, you girls. Thank you very much. Thanks, Coach, for coming up here, giving us some of your time. You girls, make sure there's a wall right outside the studio here.
Hold on, bro. We didn't get the chance to get to know the rest of the girls.
Let's hop up here. You girls hop up here and let me know or say your name and what grade you are and your parents, okay? All right. Start with you.
My name is Jocelyn, and I'm in 7th grade, and my parents are Valerie Mallory and Robert McClellan.
Okay.
My name is Juliana Lawrence, and I'm in 7th grade. My parents are Tana Lawrence and Jason Lawrence.
Okay. It was good to meet you girls. You girls, I'm going to tell you the same message. You girls just give it your all this season, okay? Give it your all. And I'm just saying, if at some point you guys are in a tough wrestling match and then you guys end up losing by points or a pin or something like that, don't let that discourage you because there's always another match later on, okay? And then just look forward to that next match and look forward to training for that next match. And you girls continue on making us proud, okay? All right, you girls, thank you very much for
coming. Is that all the
in
girls?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the junior high girls wrestling team.
Thanks, girls.
In the house, giving us a little insight of what their season looks like right now. And we'll definitely be following these girls and posting stuff on our Facebook page. So you girls continue it on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, step into the microphone, we have a couple of coaches from the Winnebago Public School. We have Coach Nick Sansasi here. Coach Nick is kind of like becoming a regular up here. He's
basically a co-host.
Yeah, basically now. I know. Hey, get him on payroll. But he's a PR guy down at the public school, so we always gonna hear a lot from him. And then we also have Coach Zagurski right here from the wrestling team. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of microphone time, man. I know Coach Nick that we wanted to try to give a summary for the boys' football season. We didn't get to have an episode after the championship game because we took like 2 or 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make sure and try to get that squared away. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the microphone. Just give us a little update, rundown, debriefing of the championship game a couple weeks ago.
So, I mean, just kind of opening up the game. We knew it was going to be a dogfight just because going to it, Raiden Decora said his knee's bothering him. Doesn't get before we barely get on the field, he doesn't get to play.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of set the tone for the game. Had a lot of guys playing for him. Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. Todd County gave us all they could. That's all you can ask in a championship game.
Yeah, I think that was one big surprise that everybody at the game saw because Raiden Decora was Athlete of the Week for Channel 4, Athlete of the Week for Channel 9. He was just going crazy for about a month right there during football season, right toward the end there. And we were looking for big things for that championship game.
And I mean, just kind of what I tell guys too is, I'm like, going into a championship, going into the playoffs, I'm like, it's statistically impossible for everybody to have the best game of their season.
Yeah.
A lot of them proved me wrong. Jared Doxey had a great game.
Yeah.
Ashton LaPointe had a great game. Elijah Whitebear had a great game. Ashton LaPointe had a great game. Raheem Free Bass had a great game. Darius Flemister always has a great game.
Every one of those guys you said, I'm just thinking about that championship game, and they all did good things. I'm going to say something about that championship game that I haven't really talked about. But I was so happy about the outcome of the game, not just because of the dub, but I was so happy of how our boys carried themselves.
Yep.
Last year and the year before, in those championship games, Winnebago got beaten, and I don't think they should have got beaten. They had the better athletes. The only thing is that we weren't there mentally. We lost control of our emotions many times. We had probably a record amount of penalties in those 2 previous championship games, but this past year we probably had a couple penalties.
Yeah.
That was about it, you know.
Yeah, last year a lot of us across the board just took that championship loss personally. I think everybody kind of had in their own mind a way it was their fault. Like, I was the guy that touched the ball last. I missed my block. I lost my guy on defense.
Yeah.
Even while they were kind of cooling off in the locker room, Coach Welsh walks out. He's like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, we just got out-coached. So I think all of us across the board, coaches, players, everybody took that game personally, and we brought that momentum into this season.
Yeah, it did seem like there were more than just a couple people that was out for revenge. Because I mean, I talked to the kids, you know, throughout the year. You know, most of those boys are all hanging on my house anyway. But I talked to Raiden one of the times, and I know that he was really feeling bad about that championship game last year. You know, and he's like, no, he's like, I'm working my butt off. I'm working my tail off for this upcoming season, so that don't happen no more. And he wasn't the only one, though. There was a lot of people talking about that. Ashton LaPointe was talking about it. Jared Doxey was talking about it. Those two.
Ashton LaPointe has been talking about that game for the last. He talked about it between the 364 days between the 2 games every day. Just could not get over it.
Hey, Coach Q, who was that you were saying that was? You look out your window, he's crawling doing those bear crawls up that hill. I mean, in off season. Was that you telling me that?
Yeah.
Raiden.
Raiden.
Yeah. That to me is awesome. You know, to take that initiative on his own.
Yeah. You know what's the name was at the football field a lot during the summer too. Melvin Hewlett and Doxey and Flemister. Those guys spent all kinds of time down at the field down there, and then none of the coaches were around. They were just down there because that was their safe haven. You know, they'd be out there throwing the ball, or they'd be out there running, doing some drills and stuff like that by themselves. That's what you call dedication.
I say revenge haven.
Yeah, revenge haven. Oh yeah, heck yeah, for real, man. Yeah, hey, I was so happy about that result too. Like at the end of the game, I thought that the boys, especially the seniors, deserve that.
Yeah,
I thought they deserved that because 2 years running as a sophomore and as a junior, you get so close. Then that disappointment, you know, in a big game. It doesn't always necessarily have to be for a championship game, a big game, but then to lose close ones and be
the Pine Ridge one, I think hurt a lot more than the first time they played Todd County, because with Todd County it was like a close game, but at a certain point you realize we're not coming back.
Yeah.
But like you literally lose on the last play of the game. That one sticks with you for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then they showed they showed that they were ready. The perseverance to come back from something like that, and then have to wait a whole year to do it. That's probably even more stressful.
Yep.
But I think with each one of the seniors from this year being emotionally invested in that particular game, that championship game, I think it was going to be a done deal anyway. Especially just knowing that those boys, and you guys all got to agree that the offensive and defensive line that we had this year is hard to match.
Yeah,
it's hard to match because we had three down linemen, and if you needed one for take a break, we had two or three guys that come in and take those spots and not lose any strength, not lose any quickness.
Yeah, I'd say on our D line, I mean, he's not really on the D line. He's that edge guy. He kind of sets the edge. Pat Burt and Jared Doxey did it on the other side. It may not show up in the stat sheet, but coaches know you got a game plan for guys that know how to set the edge. Just them doing that allowed Ashton LaPointe to just really dominate in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that had 8 sacks. I don't even know how many fumbles and fumble recoveries.
Oh man, yeah,
great season.
Yeah, that's got to be quick hands, and that position right there. You don't really recruit too often for that nose guard or that center or those guys that are close to the ball. You don't really recruit. You just try to find the biggest guys, the strongest guys, and then we lucked out and we got a couple big guys, strong guys that have speed. And I think that was one thing that really kind of stood out too, is the speed that our big guys have.
That was a big thing. Is a lot of the guards and tackles, they were not touching him before he made it past the line.
Yeah.
He had a fumble recovery against Todd County. Nobody touched him. Goes in there, takes the pitch, takes it 60.
Yep, I remember that too. So good. So yeah, so football season, man. We're next year we're losing a lot of seniors, but I think we're going to be sitting in a good position too.
Yep.
I know that we're going to be losing our line,
Yep.
our couple guys off the line,
yeah.
but we got some big boys coming up too, and Perez and
yeah,
Redhorn,
Chris, Akai, Braden Lawrence, Kendrick Mallory.
Kendrick. Yeah, so you still got some big guys, coming up too. So that right there, because Winnebago always has a decent quarterback and good running backs. Yep. Then the game is just a lot about passing now. So if you find a good quarterback that can pass, you have athletes that can catch the ball. But just thinking about Winnebago football, next year we're going to be.
I got a little insight on.
Okay.
I got a little insight on Winnebago football.
Good.
I was a lineman.
Yep.
And we had the best line in state, and we went to state 3 years in a row because we had a good line, and we had a lineman coach though. I mean, everybody gives Dallas Ross all the credit, but they all forgot all about Peters, man. He coached the line and the defense. I mean, we averaged 52 points a game, but they only scored 10 or 20 against us. So
Yep.
I mean, I think a good line is so important. People don't notice it.
Yeah, and I think we did bring that up too. We talked about the 80s Winnebago's teams back in the day, and I know that me and B-Luv talk about Kevin because he's right outside the door, and talk about the line that we had back then. Of course we had the running backs.
Well, I mean, look at Chairman Brown. I mean, he shot at me on my post on my birthday. He's like, I was one of the best pulling guards I ever played with.
Yeah.
And it just tickled me.
No, yeah, no, for real. I mean, that's the importance of that line too. So, I don't think you can really win a championship without having a good line. I mean, you could have all the fast quarterbacks and running backs and best receivers in the world, but if you ain't got nobody to block for the guys, you ain't gonna be able to show nothing.
No.
So
you got time to throw the ball.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Connor Brumman. He was our O-line coach this year.
Yeah.
Did a lot of work with those boys, just scheme-wise, teaching them different mechanics and just advancing our line from what it was before. Did a great job with those guys.
That's good. Yeah, I'm excited about next year too because my boy Raheem will be a senior, and I've been trying to talk to him. I said, "Hey, quarterback position's open next year, but somebody better try for it." So hopefully we can get somebody in to fill Elijah's shoes, some pretty small shoes to fill. You know, get that? You get that? Okay, you get that? Okay, I got it. Lige, my bad.
He made it.
My bad, Lige. No, but because Elijah and Melvin, they did a really great job this year on sharing that position back there as quarterback. You had one guy that was back there to take care of Elijah's real quick, agility side to side to be able to run the ball and also do the handoffs and everything. And then in the championship game, he was throwing the ball like he was 6'3", And then you got Melvin coming in to sub in for him, and he's about 6'2", 6'3". He can see over the line. He's got a good arm. And then there were times where we had a pass play, got broken up. Next thing you know, he's running for 30, 40 yards. So it was whoever's going to be QB next year has some shoes to fill.
And I mean, that just kind of goes to show the lack of ego we had on this team this year. Is like guys are like, I don't care if I'm touching the ball, I don't care if I'm throwing it. I just want to win.
Yep.
And that's what it was across the board.
Yeah, and you could see that too. No, there was nobody that wanted to be.
I correct that. It wasn't. I don't want to win. It's I don't want to lose.
Yeah, I don't want to lose. Yeah, I don't want to lose. Hey, you think about the games too. Like there could have been a different player of the game every single time. I think there were a couple games where we gave the whole team player of the game because we were calling everybody's name equally. And then that's something that's hard to do. Usually you got 3 or 4 guys that the names are always called because they're always the ones at the getting to the ball or whatever. But this season we called out almost everybody's name numerous times. Total team effort. So I'm just real happy about that. Hey, I know I got Coach Zagurski up here too, and he's sitting over there quiet like, man, when am I going to talk? Nah, I was kidding.
He is not.
Hey, but I do want to ask you because wrestling season is here, and I'm going to get some of the wrestlers up here maybe after Christmas. Get some matches under the belts first, But Coach Zagurski, can you kind of give us a little update of what we're going to be looking forward to this season in wrestling?
Well, we have a bunch of seniors this year. That's what we're looking forward to. See, I'm not really a good talker. So,
we'll help you.
Nick for.
I'd say one thing is like we do fill up the weight classes really well. Like something that's been very interesting to watch is on the girls' side is we have a lot of girls fighting for that 105, 110, 115 spot, and that's something we haven't really had. So that's interesting to watch. And I think on the boys, their weights all line up fine. That we can kind of move guys around to be more advantageous and put them in a good position to win. So I mean that's going to be interesting to work with this year.
Yeah. Hey, and I did see one real cool thing that I saw yesterday. I saw a post come out from NSAA, and they have all the weight classes, top individual wrestlers in each weight class, and then on the I think it was 265 or 285. On the 285 one, the number one wrestler in the state is our very own Jared Doxey.
Yep.
And I was really happy to see that.
Yep, defending state champion.
Yeah,
go through him.
Yes, definitely we're definitely gonna be following the whole wrestling team, but I'm really excited to see if Dox can get this back to back because I know that's what he wants,
Yep.
So we'll definitely be asking you guys to come back on, showcasing some of the wrestlers from high school too. So, but you guys, we just had the junior high girls wrestling team in here, and they're doing really well compared to our previous years. It seems like it's the biggest team that I've noticed on the girls wrestling side for the junior high girls, and so I'm really hoping that they stick it out. Yep. You guys definitely should be, kind of keeping your guys' eyes on that junior high team. One of those young ladies that Diamond, I wanted to get her up here because I saw she champed out a couple times too, and I watched some of the wrestling matches online. Somebody was live, and man, those girls can wrestle. Yeah. They ain't scared, man. They ain't scared. So I'm pretty sure she's an 8th grader, and that'll be a couple girls you guys can make sure and latch onto, and maybe get them in the weight room this summer.
Yeah, and that just kind of goes to show the amount of effort that Coach Bodie and Zagurski put into the junior high programs, because I'd say about 80% of the kids we have in high school, they've been coached by them. Like,
okay.
They're kids that stay with the program, that stay with wrestling, and they're the ones that have the most amount of success.
No, that's good. That's good. You got to keep them in there. And I was gonna say if wrestling itself, like, because we asked the girls what the funnest part was, and none of them said wrestling. They all said it was their friends or the ride or the camaraderie. That's what their favorite thing about the sport is. Sooner or later, it's gonna be like, hey, I pinned that girl in this one move. That's my favorite part. That's my funnest part right there. You know,
I think
so-
it's kind of funny. They said it's the ride, you know, and they're doing good, so that ride home's good. But
Yeah.
when you don't win, that ain't a good ride home.
Yeah, you're right too, Kev. You're right too. Especially if you really get beat, it's like a real quiet ride home, boy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Hey, coaches, I know you guys came up here with the number of things you guys wanted to share with us. I know that we only got you guys on for that last like 10 minutes or so. But is there anything else you guys want to share with us? Like we're a little bit over, but we're fine. Anything else you guys want to
Just
share?
kind of closing thoughts.
Yeah, closing thoughts.
Come tomorrow, quadruple header. Boys and girls wrestling duel. Girls and boys basketball home games. Every gym's gonna be full.
We'll be there to film it.
Yeah, we'll be live stream at the basketball game, but there's gonna be wrestling matches at the school too.
Yep.
Oh, he said every gym's gonna be filled.
Yep.
Nice.
We're gonna
And
have,
then we're also going to be filming at Wall Hill game.
Okay.
Blackbird Band gave us the sponsorship.
So Big Voice Sports is gonna be the live stream is gonna be taken
shout out
care of.
BBC. I know Coach Thursky like that one.
So let's go train of thought here. Oh, so there's gonna be high school boys basketball, high school girls basketball tomorrow. I know JV starts at 4:30.
Yep.
Varsity to follow that. And what time does the wrestling matches start?
5.
Probably about 5-ish.
About 5-ish.
Yeah.
So if you guys are just bored tomorrow, just come to the public school. There's gonna be all kind of stuff going on over there. You could go into any one of the gyms and enjoy watching our kids, our own kids, our local kids here excel in these sports here. And so I invite you guys all to show up, show your support. And if you're not able to show up, then hop onto the live stream and you can at least watch the basketball game. But definitely going to be encouraging people to go and watch wrestling too. My little girl's out for wrestling this year again, her third year for Scouts. And I believe they start next week on Wednesday. Practice, I think it's going to be at 6 or 7:30. I don't know. I'll let everybody know about that. But yeah, so the Pee Wee wrestling is starting too. So I know that should be an exciting time for all the wrestlers out there. I know my daughter really loves wrestling, so I kind of think it might be taking over basketball when she gets older too. So I might be going to wrestling matches instead of basketball games, which is fine with me, you know. But I really want to say thank you to you guys for coming up here, giving us some time. Coach Nick, you always got the inside scoop of the school, so might have to get you on payroll up here.
Shout outs, guys.
Right, shout out.
Oh, shout out to our athletic director, Coach Cranmer. I know he's been super busy the past few days organizing everything. We had just had picture day today. He had an athletic directors conference. He's gonna be on the road tomorrow, or he's gonna be at our duels tomorrow at meets Friday, Saturday. He's got a full plate, so shout out to him and everything he does for our programs.
Yeah, good one. Good shout out, Coach.
Shout out to my other coaches. You know, they work hard. Same thing. Shout out to Trammer. He's doing a lot.
All right.
That's it.
All right, you guys, man. Hey, Kev, you got any shout outs? We'll do a couple shout outs since we're.
You know, my shout out to DJ Bethany. She's an awesome coworker, and she really does a lot around here.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to all the kids that are getting ready for their Christmas program here in about 15 minutes. I'm on my way down. I'm gonna be the loudest one in the crowd. That's my shout out right there. All right, guys. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our show today. This is 100.9 FM KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. This is another episode of the show. We will see you in 2 weeks and bring you the updates on the basketball squads and wrestling squads. Ahoo. Shit, people call me. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in, man. Yeah, anytime. You guys got any updates or anything with the coach with your team? Just you got my my text or my phone number. Just shoot me a text. Maybe if you get some of the championship pictures, maybe send them to me. Because I'll take everything that I get and I send it to these guys here. So when we are live,
I know
they can pull up stuff on the.
Yeah. I talked to Durrell. We were at Bishop last week, and I told Chairman the following day that we got a compliment about just how the girls behaved out, just out in public at
Yeah.
an event, if they lost, if they won. So that really meant a lot to me. That okay, the guy watched us, and I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
But just getting that compliment on, mostly 7th grade girls.
That falls on you guys, the coaches. That falls on you guys. If the girls were got confident on that, that's because you guys are doing. I mean, you guys can easily let them run wild. Easily. I mean, I remember when I was in junior high, I used to run wild. I got in trouble a couple times for not acting right. But being in junior high and acting right, that's good. That's a good.
Well,
compliment.
and I will say, like, for me, I learned a lot in wrestling just about how handling emotions and all this.
Yeah.
High feelings, quickness. So the fact that they can handle themselves.
We don't let them mess around either.
No.
Yeah. We gotta keep them organized and all that.
And Coach, your first time over here? Yep. You've been up here before. I don't know if you ever make sure you find a spot. Shit, this thing was blind when we first started. I just put mine right here because I was at the center. Where's yours?